Welcome back to the Family Ties podcast with the bros. Thank you guys for 15,000 subscribers. Thank you. We appreciate you and we appreciate all the support on the podcast so far. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and keep coming back for more. Guys, how are we? Tired. You look slumped.
Where are you coming
Was
from?
that a roll out of bed?
Oh, it was. It's a running up and down the place, man. It's a couple of flights.
Yeah.
The
last
beauty
week.
of being in the side, man.
Where did you go?
I went to Spain. I went to
Side what?
Barcelona
Yeah.
for a conference with Netflix, which was quite cool.
Oh, okay.
Did a little talk there with Ethan, and then I flew straight from Barcelona to Bilbao, which we're not going to talk about.
Do you know what though? Can I just say one thing? At least you got to fly. Because some people are taking ferry boats, paddle boats, driving.
Is it?
Yeah, at least I got to fly.
Yeah.
There was a most, and that most left my pocket. So, yeah, it was a costly flight and a very disappointing result, if I may say so myself.
Do you know what though? I don't know, this is weird, but I actually feel excited for next season, so I'm just going to leave
Why?
it
Because of that speech?
No, not because of that.
Just remember, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did
because
that
of
speech as well.
No, not
gassed
because of the speech. It's more because like now we can genuinely see just how bad the problem is. If we won a trophy, I think it maybe would have papered over a bit of the cracks.
Now, do you know what it is? The expectations are gone now. There's no.
If you won a trophy, then
I have
you should
no.
get knighthood.
We're going to minimize the football talk. We're going to get out of the way quickly. I have no expectations for us next season,
That's great.
and that's going to reduce the pressure on the players. I hope, because I feel like that shirt is just way too heavy. Also, so football for us to lose to Spurs in the final and then Spurs to lose on the last day to Brighton.
4-1.
Yeah, because they're still...
Was it 4-1 in the end?
4-1.
From the celebrations,
see?
they're still...
You see?
No,
the
but even
celebrations.
without the celebrations, I think they lose that game.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Not 4-1 though.
And we played the best football we played all season yesterday.
Against
When
Villa.
there's nothing, when there's no pressure. That's what I say when I say that shirt's too heavy for Sandman.
Fair enough. Well, that's cool. Guys, I've been getting cooked for my Spanish.
As you should be.
No, I shouldn't be. But we want to see how the levels that you guys are at.
You know, I
You're
left
getting on to me.
school.
Let's run it.
I left school so long
excuse
ago and you're
number
doing
one.
this.
Manny's Spanish quiz.
When you say
Manny
Manny
write these
Spanish,
questions?
exactly.
Sorry?
Exactly.
Does Manny know what the questions mean without the answers?
Rephrase that. The quiz, the Spanish quiz that was given to Manny
It
to
was
host.
handed to him. Plated.
Something like that. Okay. ¿Cómo estás?
How are you?
Jed, you lost that. That's Tobi's point. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
How old are you?
He's just saying it quicker than me, but
It's 2-0 Tobes. ¿Qué hora es?
Huh?
¿Qué hora es?
What time is it?
Oh, that's a draw.
No,
They've
you
all
can see-
been
You can
draws,
see we're saying it at the same time, bro.
Look in
'Cause it's not like we're,
What time is
bro.
it?
No one can hear you. Go on,
What time
go
is
on,
it?
go on, go on. That's what you're saying.
Tengo tres
Pronunciation.
hermanos.
Huh?
I have
Tenemos
3
un
brothers.
I didn't even hear what you
and we
said.
have a podcast.
But I didn't even
Look,
hear what you
bro.
said,
No,
bro.
because you're talking.
No, because you
You can't hear if you're talking. That's what you're doing in school. Talking over your teachers.
That's what you're doing, bro.
I listen to the voice.
That, look, do one just for
Stupid.
Jed.
No, just go. It's fine.
Do one just for Jed.
3-1 right now.
No, just go. It's fine.
Okay.
It's 4-0 if we're doing it.
The thing is, it's not even for me. It's not a race. It's about knowing what you're saying. So as long as I know what you're saying, it's
4-1.
calm.
Okay. I'll do one for you. Ready?
This
Yeah,
is you,
go on.
Jed.
Nosotras jugamos fútbol.
We play football.
Yes. Sí.
Nosotros.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said
nosotros
you said
we're guys.
nosotras.
Come on, brother.
That's what it says. Nosotras.
Yeah, see, now if you knew Spanish, you would have known that was wrong.
It's not about me now. It's not about me now.
Go on.
¿Cómo se llama tu padres?
What's your parents' name? Or
Hey.
what your parents called?
Yeah.
Can I play now?
Whoa.
Oh, damn head start.
There's not head
That's such a
start.
big
no,
brother
it's
thing to
not that. Oh my
Go on.
gosh.
No,
Okay.
I said,
Actually,
Jed, you go.
Come
I'm
on.
asking if I can play again.
¿Cuánto cuesta esto?
Huh?
How much
How much does it cost?
Yes. How much does
How much is it?
Are these straight off Duolingo or something?
They are.
It might
bro.
be. Soy el niño favorito.
I'm the favorite child.
Yes.
Favorite.
You just
child
wanted
or
me to
son?
say that.
I didn't want you to. It's not my quiz.
Favorite child or favorite son?
They both work, man.
I know they both work. But which one have they put there?
Contextual.
¿Quién cocina la mejor comida?
Who cooks
Who
the
is
best food?
Yes. Jed, you lost. Whatever it is. you
Kien,
lost.
no, I was
lost
trying to
track.
figure out when you said Kien, because bro, your accent is weak though.
Cocina. Is that
Huh?
good?
Cocina.
That was good.
Yeah, see, thank you. I heard cocina, so I'm thinking, what's
Yeah, because
cocina?
you're not locked in.
No,
How
you're
did
not
you hear
saying it properly.
The C has got like a th.
Cocinar.
cocina.
Cocinar.
Cocina.
Cocinar. Oh, brother.
I'm not even gonna try that accent, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was good. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's
Oh, so
Hey,
you think we know a
get
bit of
about
Spanish
in
now?
Spain.
yeah, you do know
Alright,
quite.
cool.
Yeah, but you've been
Plus, he's
doing
he's
duo for
fresh.
time.
He's fresh out of the country.
I didn't
Didn't
speak
you do
any
Spanish for
Spanish, bro.
GCSEs?
Yes, I
Both
did.
of us did.
What do you
At
get?
an A level.
You did it
I
for
got
A level.
an A at GCSE and a B at A level.
Ugh, you're a sweat.
I got a B at GCSE and I
Guys
wasn't
are out
allowed
here
to take
getting
it
A
level.
stars and I'm sweaty for a B. Allow it,
A
man.
B at A level in Spanish is crazy.
Nah, but to be fair,
Guys, comment out
Oh,
below.
B's
B,
not right. There was a C.
it was a C. Yeah, but even then in our school,
that's like an A in
they're
A
expecting you
in
to
GCSE.
get like a really high grade. So like they didn't let me take Spanish for A level because I got a B, even though Spanish was one of my like best and favorite subjects at the time. I got a B and they were like, yeah, we're not letting you do it for A level because we want people that are going to get A's and A stars. And I'm thinking,
Oh, they need to allow that because they did that to me when I wanted to do PE for GCSE.
is it?
I was like a B grade at PE for some reason because you know PE teachers have their favorites.
Yeah.
So they're not really looking at anyone else in the classroom.
Yeah.
So I was a B grade at GCSE before GCSE, and I was like, I want to take PE. They were like, no, you should probably take something that you're good at, like Latin.
They're trying to
'Cause
get
I was
the
at-
school's
I was
grades
at A grade at Latin. So they pushed me to do Latin. I
They
didn't
made
care
you do
for Latin.
Latin?
I got a C, and that's my only C in my GCSEs.
Yeah. Man.
Really?
They should have
I
let
didn't
you
care
do the
for
PE
Latin. They
one,
should
though.
let me do PE. I would have put my all into PE.
Yeah.
You would have found it much easier as well because
Maybe
a
if
lot
you
of
had
it
a
is
teacher
practical.
like the teacher you would be.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Fair.
But yeah. How's your week's been?
My
Who wants to go
my week
first?
was
You?
good. My weekend was great. What did I do?
What's your house situation saying?
The house is
Don't
coming
ask
along.
me, man.
What?
Don't ask me,
I
man.
don't want to ask you yours because even you think about yours gives me a headache. Yeah, no, it's coming along. Waiting to start works. I think that's going to be the long part. We're in the rental, so we're settling down. Kids are getting back into a routine, so life is good. And I did a charity game. Sorry, this is the last bit of football from me. I did a charity game for Great
To be
Ormond
fair,
Street
I hear it.
over the weekend, and that was really, really
For
good.
gosh. Goals for gosh.
Yes. That's my first time doing it. And yeah, the way it was set up, the vibes there. Obviously, we have people who have battled and fought and overcome cancer. I walked out with a little boy. I'm not going to say his name. But just before I walked out, his mum said to me, like, you're one of his favorite creators. And he loves football. They said he had like a 90% chance of not surviving.
Damn.
And he's now in remission.
That's
and the boy
crazy.
was so happy. And I asked him, what's your favorite team? And he was like, she said, he doesn't have a favorite team, but his favorite player is Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
But yes, but what broke me a little bit, and I had tears in my eyes, whatever, is like, just before we were walking out, she said, like, make sure you shout, like, I beat cancer. And he was like, so ready to say it. And then when we got out there, like, he sort of shouted it. And I was like, I can't even imagine, obviously having children now.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how that must feel, what their day-to-day must look like, and what a day like that must mean for them when they're just sort of forgetting everything and just in the
100%.
moment. But that was really, really nice. And
That's cool, man.
I hope all stays
That
well.
kind of
with them.
stuff kind of refocuses you on what really matters. I feel like a
Oh,
lot of
that's
times
it.
in life we get really stressed out by things that in the grand scheme of things are trivial.
Mm.
And then those things kind of just knock the sense back into your head and make you think, okay, this is actually what really matters. Nothing else is
Yeah,
that deep.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we think our problems in the moment are the biggest
Biggest in the
problems
world,
ever.
Yeah.
When you see and experience stuff like that, you're like, wow, like life is so much like bigger than us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my weekend.
I wouldn't really count that as football talk.
Yeah, and
Or is it
other
football
things.
talk?
Okay, well, has the football talk really?
Here it is.
I got to share the picture of Eden Hazard.
Here we go. Nice.
Hey,
I
have you not
gave the
done that
ball away
before?
to Eden Hazard. No, I'm not.
Have you done it before?
No, I haven't done it
Oh, I
before.
was gonna
I
say,
thought you
wait.
played with him before.
Yeah,
No.
Routledge, Matthew Briggs, Will
Yeah.
Hoskins, good players.
Solid.
Long day in their prime. Long day, I have to say.
Were you
That's
marking
it.
him?
I was trying to mark Hazard, but that guy can find space in a keyhole. Is that a good one?
Where have you got your?
I
You
just-
see, this is
That
how I
was
know
off the
you've been
dome.
in
What
and
did you
around
say?
non-league.
That was
That's
off
a
the dome.
non-league thing, bro.
You said
You
he's
can find
what?
space in a keyhole.
Oh, you said he found space.
Listen, mate. Wind your neck in. I'll wind it in for you.
Jed, how's your week, mate?
It's been all right, man. It's been, I think it's been long. I feel like I'm losing track of time because
Hear it, bro. I don't even know what day it is.
do you get it? Like because I've lost that structure of not going to training and stuff, or like it's just a rest period for me. It's very, very, like the week feels like it goes so fast.
It does.
It's like Monday and then it's Thursday.
Yeah, and you're asking me like, how's
What
your
have I
week
done?
been?
And I
What
have
you been doing?
nothing
I'm
to
like,
say because I don't know what I've done.
I mean, other than like doing gym and stuff every day, I actually can't really tell you all the other stuff I've been
75
doing.
day challenge.
Yeah.
Day, what are we on now?
Today is day 17.
Day
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, man. Locked in.
Today is day 0 for me.
Every day is
You're
day
damn
0
bien.
for you.
Yeah. See,
What did I say?
Yeah, but
he said me too. Come on, bro. Stop sleeping on me.
do you know what?
He's not sleeping on you. I'm just
a good
sleeping,
few
bro.
days of duo, so I hear it. You should be able to know that one. But well done, though.
Thank you.
Also, I like the Me Madre dropped in there.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that little sprinkle, little
That one
sprinkle.
went over.
It didn't go over.
How'd you say
we
over?
noticed it.
Okay.
It just didn't acknowledge.
But nah, yeah, it's been good. I think. Do you know what? So it's day 17, right? It's gone quick, but at the same time, when I look at like the whole thing, it's like I've just done about what would that be, like a sixth of it, or is it something
Yeah,
like
but why are you looking at the whole thing?
But yeah,
But it's-
yeah,
They're meant to look at it one day at a
that?
time.
No, of course, but sometimes I look at it and I'm thinking, I can't lie, this might just be a drag, you know.
no,
75
you gotta lock in.
75 days is essentially 2.5 months. I
Yeah,
didn't
but you knew that
really, like-
before. You didn't just figure
No,
it
but
out, so.
I was just thinking, like, I was like, like 75 days, like, it's calm. Obviously, like, to be fair, I should have known how long.
Every
it would
time I
be.
turn up to the house, Jed's on the bike. I know he just got on it just before I get in there. So I'm
Nah,
45
nah,
minutes
nah,
done.
That's probably true.
You look in good shape though. The belly's going.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad?
I think
yeah?
you're the only one out of us three that can get fat.
Nah, do you
Nah.
want to see something,
Have you got fat?
bro?
He's
I took a
got
picture the other
dad
day.
bod. He's got dad bod.
No.
I'll show you guys the picture so they can put it on the screen.
You're actually gonna show the picture? Let me.
Bro, I look like Roger from Family. That
You're
Family-
gonna show that
what was it?
picture.
American Dad.
Wait,
American
wait,
Dad.
You're
wait.
gonna show that
Can't
picture.
show that,
You're
mate.
gonna show that picture. I'm gonna do you a favor and just delete it now.
No.
Delete.
Wait.
Take another one. Take another one.
That's crazy.
It's a bit of.
What happened?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
what
think
you
it's a
been
bit of dad
drinking?
punch.
Well, you've been drinking. See, you've been drinking.
But
something.
if I
You've
suck
been
in,
eating
it's
pounded
gone.
I got apple juice belly.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Well, I retract my statement, Jed. Apparently, it's just me who can't put on weight.
Oh my days.
Given enough time, I can put on weight. But I'm about to start this challenge.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
about to
gonna
lock
get
in.
back in the gym.
What?
Yeah.
10
He's-
hard.
What? No,
Alright.
not 10. I'm gonna do. Do you say 10 hard or
No,
10
you'll do
hard?
75.
Okay. 75. Yeah, no, I'll lock in. Trust me.
You can do
Why are you
75.
bringing up 10 hard?
I just,
bro?
I wanted
Why,
to be
yo, you
dark,
think
I'm
you're
sorry.
funny?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
See?
I remember that. I remember
That's
that.
not stand up though.
Sit down. Yeah, no, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna find a gym.
We're gonna find a gym. I'm gonna lock in
No,
with
I
you
don't
to
want to
make
go
sure you're
with you
doing.
because you'll just drag everything.
What do you mean I'll try?
You still live in a lifestyle where you've not got like kids, so you can just get up and go somewhere whenever you want. Whereas like for me, I kind of have
Sorry,
to.
that makes it
time.
easier for you.
How?
Because we're going to the gym on your schedule.
Are we gonna go on my schedule?
Because it's not like you're having to figure out, but Jed's got this and da da da.
No, but
That makes sense.
you call me up. You're like, do you want to play football today?
Wait. And what did you do to me the other day?
What did I say?
You literally bailed me like, Jed, you trying to train today? I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
because I know that you're always on that. That's your thing.
So prove my point, essentially. We're working on your schedule, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm going to hold you accountable because you were meant to start this thing.
I want 100
17 days
people to
ago.
hold me accountable.
100 people.
Yeah, actually, Simon, when I put up a story, Simon said that he wanted to do a challenge as well and lock in. He said he needs someone to like push him and hold him accountable.
I say all three of you guys.
I don't know what we're gonna do. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you should all do it.
But now Simon's expecting what to expect when expecting. Am I gonna expect him to go gym?
So
He's having a child.
no, I know that, but why did you say it like that? You know,
My lyrical flow, you know how it goes.
Okay, I'm done playing this. Looks to the side. Niko's got some sweets. Have you seen them? Shades. You used to be a sweet tooth. You haven't eaten sweets in 7 years. Have you tried them?
No, I haven't. I'm not famous enough to get the
I asked.
Niko. I'm not famous enough.
you
I
asked
saw the announcement. I said, I want to be an ambassador. Send me sweets. And he sent me a lovely
Sent you
care
some
package.
sweets.
To be fair, it looks
with
like
a
it's
really
right up your
strange
street.
AI video of me saying things to myself.
I saw JJ's one.
Yeah.
Oh,
JJ's
yeah,
one was
knowledge.
too funny. It did him so dirty. But yeah, the
Are they
sweets
nice?
were good. The sweets were good. My favorite were the originals. My least favorite were the tropical ones, and the strawberry ones are good.
Is he the first UK content creator to make sweets?
I don't
He-
keep
he
tabs on all
might
UK
be.
content creators.
I know there's another content creator like in America that like made pack of
I don't
sweets.
think
and
many people are making
blue.
sweets, to be fair.
But this is what I should have done with apple juice a long time ago.
You said it though. But guys, if we were to tally up the amount of things
That we
that
said we could
Tobes,
do.
Tobes, the amount of ideas and good ideas that he has, it's just sort of left to the side. Because you're busy, I'll give you benefit of the doubt.
Tired, man. All the time.
Sorry, when you say you're going to do apple juice, what exactly does that look like?
It's apple juice in a
I see. I
bottle
shouldn't
or
have asked him.
carton.
Because he's,
Looks like a drink.
yeah, see,
Right.
I should know he was
Yeah.
going to do this.
Well, I mean,
What do you mean? What does it look
Is
like?
it like
are you
what-
gonna get
yeah,
creative with
like,
it?
how
Are you gonna
is
make
it-
it in the
is it
shape
just-
of like a clear apple, or
You know, like,
and then you
is it-
Nah,
squeeze
it's
it?
expensive, bro.
so,
I just want apple juice with my name on it that I can have for free. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. I don't think that's a bestseller.
Like a healthy,
a healthy apple juice.
yeah, like, because a lot of apple juice has a lot of sugar, which is probably why I love it so much. But I'm sure you can make like a healthy apple juice with less sugar, but still tastes just as good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
to be
gonna
fair,
think
when you
about
go
that idea.
abroad and you have like freshly pressed juice, it's really, really nice.
Saying. So maybe I need to get a factory in Spain.
So
or
when you
something.
go where?
Abroad.
I thought you said bowling. I just had.
How did you hear bowling?
I don't. Well,
Speaking of
Really,
which-
it's on his mind.
You both need to get smoked still. I'm ready when you are.
We do. But do you know,
That's
I need
one
to get
thing I'll clear my schedule for.
Can we do though? Can I request 2 games? Because
Can I have a warm up?
you need to warm up.
nah. Do you know what? So it depends on where we go.
How about we play dodgeball?
Yeah, you'll hold
You'll
that
get
as well.
smoked as well.
You don't know about my reflexes.
Reflexes where? You don't have the agility, my friend.
I don't have the agility.
Not over your shoulder like it is now.
Maybe
mate.
not in my left shoulder, but
You
apart
try
from
to
that-
throw like a Barbie doll.
I was kind of sleeping this morning. I moved my shoulder. I was like,
No, what's that one? Action Man.
Action Man.
Action
Hey,
Man.
do people know
Man.
about Action Man?
What are my kids gonna grow up with apart from Bluey?
Sing the Action Man theme tune. Wait, you sing the Action Man theme tune.
I can't remember the theme tune, but I remember wanting the
Action
toys
Man.
so bad.
That's the tune though, but what did they sing?
Is it? I don't know.
It's Action Man, the greatest hero of all. You forgot.
I can't remember it, man.
Guys don't know about Action
I
Man.
can't remember it, but I used to love
Bro, I
Action
just
Man.
remember that guy was rocking them combats every day, fam.
Bro, I had one that had the binoculars. I don't know who got it for us because Mum definitely didn't buy it for us. So we have to nick
No, I
it from
think
one of
you'll
our
be
cousins.
surprised. There's more stuff
But
that they
Action
wouldn't
One
buy.
Man.
Action Man for me.
Not for me.
Yeah, I had like this, like his whole like car thing and everything. Yeah.
No, I had one with binoculars, and I used to pretend that he was scuba diving. So I'd dip him in the bucket that we used to bathe with.
Yeah.
Dip him in the bucket. Yeah, Action Man swimming. Action Man swimming.
I know these
times,
lot out
man.
there don't know about
They don't know
bucket
about
and
Action Man.
sponge.
You don't know about the bucket,
And sponge. You know about bucket and sponge.
Do you know what I remember the other day as well?
What?
The E45 tub with olive oil.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
Dad used to bang that on.
Oh my gosh, man.
You know about
Do you know
going to
about
the
that?
fridge.
Nah.
You think
You
it's
don't know about
butter.
the E45?
Nah.
Oh,
You go into the
I was
fridge, you
just
think it's butter and it's stew.
oh.
Oh, is
You
this
think
what
it's
we're doing now?
ice
We're just
cream?
doing-
I'm sorry,
we're
I'm
just-
sorry,
No,
I'm
you think it's
all this
ice
stuff.
cream. You go to the freezer, you think it's ice cream, and it's last week's rice.
That's too funny.
Good times, man.
Do you know,
We're
it makes me
always
laugh.
gonna
This
go
is,
back into our
this is
childhood.
everyone's experience. Like a lot of
That's one
Yeah.
of the best bits about TikTok. Yeah, you go on TikTok and you see a complete stranger from halfway across the world referencing something that you experienced and you thought no one else experienced. Like we all lived the same childhood in a way,
Yeah.
and
like,
same life.
stealing meat from the pot. That sounds like something Manny would have done.
Yeah, I did that. Still.
Shaki,
Not
is the best,
Shaki,
by the way.
not Shaki.
Not Shaki.
No,
You don't like Shaki?
no.
You don't like it?
You're a Bokoto boy.
No. I used to be. Yeah. But Shaki,
That one that looks like. What does it even look like?
bro, Shaki is the nicest
know.
meat in the world.
Like
I
a
promise
carpet or
you.
something.
Shaki. That's tripe, bro.
Yeah, it's tripe.
Yeah, allow all that.
Nah, shaki is the nicest meat in the world.
No, that's a dish in. Where did Simon and Harry go the other day? It wasn't Macedonia. It was Romania.
Quite a few
A
places
dish
have
in
it.
Really?
Tripe soup.
Yeah, quite a few places have it.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's
You know? Wait, do you know what it is?
Tripe. I forgot what it is. It's not a jellyfish, but it's
What?
no. I know it's something. I know it's
It's
something.
beef. It's meat.
Tripe.
It's cow's stomach.
Don't have to do it
is
like
it cow's
that.
stomach or
Cow's-
sheep's stomach?
Or one of the-
it's the
I
lining
think it's
of
the
something's
stomach of yeah.
the stomach lining of an animal.
Bro, if we were to know all we were eating, we wouldn't eat. Lock in. Okay?
Hey, do you remember that?
Calm.
Do you remember that whole horse meat thing?
Yeah. That was funny. Twitter was funny that day, man.
I can't remember. I don't know what you're talking
What?
about.
Tesco horse meat.
But guys, the vegans are going to be switching off right now.
wait, last one. Do you remember that time when we went to KFC and I got like a burger? It was like I can't remember what
I'm
one
gonna
it was.
tell you now already. I don't remember this.
No, it was me and Manny. We were coming
Okay.
back from somewhere, and I thought it was like a bat wing.
No,
So when
one
you go
I
to
saw
Bosman's.
on TikTok the other day. So I can't remember where they went. I think it was. I don't want to say the name of the place they went in case I get it wrong. They went to a fast food chain in America.
Oh.
How have they got a rat-shaped, what do you call it?
Tender.
Yes, bro, the tail. With the tail.
Nah,
That's why mum is always saying, don't eat out. You
I
don't know
was
what
eating
it's
it
serving.
all down.
I was eating chicken the next day and I was just looking at the tenders and I'm thinking, what shape is this?
Oh, you think that's bad? Bro, I'm not going to say the food chain in it, but I've gone to a chicken and chips store one time. Why am I hearing pigeons in the back?
Yeah, that put me off
Yeah,
as well.
alright, cool. We leave it there. That's the food talk done.
I don't know anymore.
This is why I cook
So I
now.
was just start ordering
This is
chicken.
why you what?
instead.
Cook now.
No, you don't.
You don't
I
cook.
do. What? I'll call
Put
it
it
right
down. Because there's no way your cooking is making your belly look like that.
I was thinking about this the other day, and for my kids, you have something to keep them in check. So for me, it's like, the Gruffalo. There's a story like the big bad
Are
mouth.
you gonna bring up one from my childhood?
Well, I'm trying to think of what from your childhood, but I know like if I say the big bad mouse is coming, they're like start shuffling.
Nah.
What were you scared of?
You just unlocked a memory, bro.
What?
It wasn't even scared of. It was what mum tried to scare us with when we was too loud. When we were living in Hackney.
What did she scare us with?
When we're being too loud, she say Mr. Biggest.
Oh my god,
There has to be something.
I forgot about that.
There has to be something all the
Mr.
time.
Biggest can hear you. He's coming.
I feel like there's something else.
Oh, bro, there were all sorts of stuff, man. There were all sorts of stuff.
Mr.
I can't
Biggest,
even
man.
remember any.
What were you scared of as
The cane.
a child?
What was I scared of as a
Damn.
child?
Dad will pull over the whip when you're messing about and whip. Just grab some next branch out the
Nah,
bush,
do you know
rip
the one that
leaves
got
off and
me?
just sit it next to you in the car.
It's not
Yeah,
even that
the
one.
rest of that journey
It's
was
that-
silent.
You know the Costco, was it Macro, the sweet stick, the cocktail sweet.
What?
But
I never.
you know
got
the one
that.
that had like all like the marshmallowish
Marshmallows.
sweets and stuff and that.
You know, you get like
That one there, you'd be
it's like
excited.
old school.
You'd be
I know
excited
that
to
for,
get it.
For kids now, it's different. That's not a thing. But back when we were growing up, you
Yeah,
get
but you know
out
how
of
dark
line,
that
you
was. Man, like, you're eating your own punishment. Just eating the sweets.
And
off
do you know
it.
what? Actually, to be fair to our parents, I think a lot of people had it way worse than
Oh
us.
no, 100%.
I could probably count the amount of times I got spanked
I can't.
on both hands. I wasn't that bad, but they changed it up and they started to get us to raise our hands and close our eyes.
I think that's
That was
bro,
the worst
that
one.
You
bro.
stand there, you be like,
Stand there. One tear streaming down your
Yeah,
face.
it's like,
You know,
"Go up."
what made it worse was when you be there and it's like mum's falling asleep. So it's like you're there, like
Bro.
you're like,
I was there, and
Oh,
sometimes I tried to do a
oh,
little creep out the door. Where you going? Get back.
no, but people definitely had it way worse. I heard like,
And people also had it way better. What are you saying?
no, I mean like I've heard like some
Go to your
people
room.
had like kneeling on raw rice and stuff like that.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
It's the ginger and
People
thing.
people are getting
When people say like, is that just a nice thing?
what?
don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say
Don't
it, but
say
if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The ginger and the nyash.
Oh my god.
To be fair though, like that stuff,
No,
it scared you in the moment, but what was I scared of? I was scared of heights.
Oh my
I was
god.
scared of the dark.
Are we
fucking
just
period.
talking fears now?
Yeah, I just
So
just a
you
thought.
said what we were afraid of as a kid.
For some reason, you had a phobia of snails. I don't know why.
I was scared of snails.
Yeah,
I was scared of Tobes going around with a rubber band.
That's so underhanded.
Oh yeah.
Tobes used to go around with a rubber band, and
I used to roll with
ping
an
it off.
iron fist. You not let me get away with madness in that house.
Remember when
I
you used to
can't
have
lie.
Yeah,
you
'cause we
you actually
couldn't
got like a
fight you then.
slingshot, didn't you?
I didn't have a slingshot. What
Yeah,
do you
he
think?
did.
No, like
Bart
you,
Simpson.
you remember? Thank you.
Yes.
Bart Simpson.
No, you had
Yes, you had a
like
slingshot
like a
and
proper
a bit.
slingshot.
Nah, there's no way, bro.
You did. You did.
You don't fabricated this. Allegations.
Oh,
The rubber band, yeah.
Rubber band.
the rubber band one. He used to
accurate
do
with
it
the
and
rubber
put it
band.
over his thing like this, and then pull it back like that.
Yeah. Question from the audience: have you developed any new fears since becoming an adult?
New fears.
Injuries.
Yes.
Every single injury is now scary
Yes.
because your body doesn't recover the same way
It
it used
doesn't.
to.
Okay, good. This has been happening to me. I'm just thinking like,
That's old age, my friend.
bro, I'll get like a cut or something on my leg, and I'm thinking like, bro, this is taking a bit of time.
But do you think diet is a big thing?
Probably.
I feel like it is, but I wouldn't say my diet is bad.
diet,
But is it good though?
sleep,
It is good.
stress.
Sleep.
Well, you tell mum when I tell her I need to rest so my body can recover, she'll be saying to me, you're fine, you're fine.
No, you need sleep. Sleep is essential for recovery. Another fear I have is the fear of forgetting things. Super scared of that. Of just like losing my memory.
Really?
Fair enough.
It's very scary.
It's valid.
Does that not scare you?
It's valid. It's not something I've ever really considered though, but it's valid.
Do you know what I have? The fear of losing people now. I think that's becoming a lot more real.
Yeah, but my thing about the fear of forgetting is you might as well be losing people. Imagine you looking at me and not knowing who I am.
Oh, that's deep.
Or imagine me looking at you and being like, sorry, who are you? And you've known me your whole life. Like, that's terrible. People suffer from that.
Scary. Are you
You get what I'm
saying
saying?
the fear of you forgetting or someone forgetting you?
No,
Both.
Both.
But mainly me forgetting.
yeah. Like you don't.
They have movies like that, don't they?
Yeah,
Bro, 'cause it's the thing. Is
What's that other one?
Dementia.
50 First Dates or something like that?
No,
Adam
it's not,
Sandler?
bro.
I
think it might be Adam
Yeah,
Sandler.
yeah.
Scary, and I pray.
It's not something I ever really
that's-
considered.
that's
Yeah,
nothing I wish on my enemy,
Yeah, man.
let alone my family.
I don't
That
think I
guy,
would say
you
I've
guys
developed
got me
any
in deep
new
thought.
fears. I think my biggest fear is probably like the ocean. And when I say that, people are like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like,
Why is there so much water?
it's so much, bro.
That's why
it's
you see when I
so
see the
vast.
Maldives and people are doing all that, I say, yeah, that's for Instagram.
Yeah, I don't think I could go
There's
to an
too much
island.
agua.
People jumping off boats into the open water.
How do you say? No,
How do I say ocean?
no,
Oceana.
demasiado, too much. You said there's too much agua.
Yeah, demasiado.
Nah,
He
yeah,
actually made me laugh,
people
you know.
jumping
Yeah,
off boats
stand
into
up.
open water. Like, why? There was one time where Cal did it. He was in the water, and then next thing you know, he was like 100 feet from the boat, and we're just looking at him, just like getting carried away by the current. And Vic
Yeah,
had
Vic
to jump
saved
out.
him, though.
and-
Yeah,
bro.
that's what they said.
Huh?
Yeah, because Vic's a strong swimmer, so Vic jumped out and like helped him swim back to
Yeah.
the boat.
See,
but
that would
there's
be.
so much.
Yeah,
So
that's
my
why
question
jumping
is-
When
into
guys are saying we've explored more space than we have our oceans, why are you getting in the water for?
Has he gone in the water since? Because I would never get in the water
Probably.
again.
yeah.
But that was just a strong current. It's not like he
Nah,
was...
that would be.
But that's why I wouldn't go in, bro. Even if you can swim. And do you know what's mad?
terrifying that is.
See, on my honeymoon, we go on a boat. There with Malachi, Ali Brown to my left. Tell me why this woman decides to jump into the water, knowing that I can't swim. So she jumped in the water. Looks nice. It looks nice. Jumped in. She's just treading water. I'm there like, do you know what's mad? If anything goes mad, I can't leave him anyway. And if I could, I can't save you anyway.
Yeah, nah.
But you know, but how many times have you seen like whole families die in a swimming
Crazy.
pool? In a swimming pool.
Yeah.
So then why am I going to be jumping into open ocean? No.
I saw something interesting. Someone created an app where like it has a detector.
Can it save me?
No, it has a detector of like, you know, because sometimes like really sadly, a child might wander towards a swimming pool. So it has an alarm. If they go beyond the barrier, it just sets off an alarm around the house.
Yeah.
Which I think that was really cool.
I mean, it would definitely help.
Yeah.
But, and this is why I probably wouldn't.
Don't have a
swimming
pool, so
pool.
I don't have
Yeah.
that problem, mate.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have a
I
pool.
don't have a pool, so but you know, in like places like America, a lot of people do actually just have
Yeah.
a pool in their backyard. So
I feel like having a pool in this country is kind of pointless.
An outdoor one, yes.
Outdoor
Yeah.
one.
Like,
There used to be one at the old
or
Sidemen
like-
house. Vic actually
That
tried
was
to teach me how to swim.
Indoor.
Yeah,
No,
indoor,
yeah.
Yeah.
Vic tried to teach me how to swim. I can't say it went too well.
I
A lot
taught
of
you
people
how
tried.
to
Lewis tried to teach me how to swim.
I taught you how to swim. You can.
I learned in Portugal
we
though
learned
in
in Portugal.
2023.
You're welcome.
Literally in like 2 days. You thought you know me.
Anyway, I'm trying to think. What other fears do I have now that I'm older?
I feel like I used to be more afraid of heights than I am now. I
I'm
can
not
say
scared
that.
of heights.
It's the other way around now.
What,
I'm scared
You know
of
what?
trying new things.
I think I'm scared of. Oh,
No, as in like trying new anything with like a slight risk. Or actually, do you know what? Whenever I get asked, "Oh, do you want to do a lap around this track?" It's like, no. I actually have things to think about now, so I don't want to drive at 120 miles an hour.
oh,
I actually
yeah,
had a
yeah,
crash
yeah.
at Silverstone.
That makes sense.
You crashed.
Is it?
Yeah.
How you mean your crash?
I was working with Coca-Cola doing some presenting, and I was driving like, I don't know if it was like a Formula E car. I was driving something, and obviously, and yeah, I skidded off and crashed into the barriers, and they brought a little ambulance down and everything.
Have you ever crashed before?
I hurt my hand.
No.
I haven't crashed before, so that makes you by default the worst.
No,
I've ever hit.
bro, I was driving some manual thing that I'd never driven before.
We've all driven manual, mate.
Nah, but this was way different. It's not like a
Listen.
normal car.
Like football fans, we're gonna look at the stats. No crashes, one crash. It's you.
It wasn't a crash. It was a scared
Bro said he's gone from I crashed at Silverstone to
They had
Yeah,
to bring. He said they
clickbait,
had to bring
clickbait.
ambulances.
You got to draw the
They
audience
brought
in.
ambulances.
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Hey,
Check on the
My
shoulder.
hand.
those people
What
that
do
go caving,
Have you seen it in it?
what's wrong with your head? What's wrong with your head? Oh, you seen the guy that got stuck upside down caving? That's how he died.
Yeah, I saw that. But I saw one where this guy was going
Guys
through
be
like,
wriggling through gaps when you don't know what's on the other side. You don't even know if there's an
bro,
exit.
someone
You
did
don't
one
have-
in water.
No,
So
I'm
someone
getting
did it
uncomfortable.
in water, where it's like a little like tunnel thing that you
He
go
went
up the
into
side,
the water and
go
he came out the
in,
other thing.
right,
Yeah,
That
see?
that
You lot
is
are
the
crazy.
new-
You're tapped in
that
the
answers
head.
your question.
You're tapped
Because
in
I'm
the head.
afraid of water already, and now you're trying to put me
You're
in a
afraid
tight
of tight
space
spaces. Is that
in
a thing that
water.
you developed as you're older, or that's something you
I
always
think
had?
it's just common sense to be afraid of tight spaces.
Yeah,
What
it's just
happens
not
if I get
comfortable.
stuck?
It's very uncomfortable.
I never liked going down them slides as a kid.
Oh, I've got a massive one. Trampolines. Oh my gosh. Obviously now, kids
think-
want to go to gravity. I ain't trying to jump because you know when you jump and you feel like your leg's gonna just buckle, give way, you're gonna break your leg. Trampolines. Oh, I'm being dead serious, guys. Go trampolining.
We had a trampoline.
Yeah, when I was young. Now I'm older. Even my head starts like,
Go to
my
the gym,
brain's
mate.
boggling about whilst I'm jumping. Nah, I promise you, go to gravity now. It's not the same thing. What, you think you could do that thing where you do that
to
seated,
gravity with Malachi.
I did that thing where I did it recently.
where you do the seated thing? Yeah, bro. I'm scared of breaking my back doing that.
Do you remember when we used to wrestle on the trampoline?
Yes.
Those are the
I
best
remember we
days,
used to
man.
wrestle and do the pedigree, go on mum and dad's bed.
Pedigree.
We started doing entrances and stuff. Yeah.
What was
Oh
that?
yeah, especially
You just
Triple
do-
H.
No, but
Obviously, I
especially
ain't got no
because
water in
you know
it.
the
Do you want me to
trampoline
do
had
the
that
water?
like enclosure thing.
The
So
net.
when we're doing entrances, we'll like slide through the.
Good times, man.
Even we used to play football on the trampoline with
We
that
did
sponge ball.
everything on the trampoline, bro.
Oh my
All
gosh,
different
man.
kinds of sports.
No, I'm telling you guys now, listen to me. Trampolining does not hit
So
the
is that
same.
the same for bouncy
I'm scared
castles?
of even jumping. Sorry?
Are you scared of bouncy castles then?
Well, what am I doing on a bouncy castle? I'm not 5.
Playing with your son, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
If
not going to
Malachi
be
says,
jumping
"Oh,
like
Daddy,
crazy, am I?
So
I
why are
leave
you
them
jumping
to
like
it.
crazy on a trampoline?
No, but even just jumping on the trampoline, even doing those little jumps, I
Trampoline,
feel
you
like
can
my
dry
leg can
yourself
just
so
give
easy.
way.
It's actually,
Oh,
actually
it's
scary.
scary.
I feel like
Like,
that
especially,
shoulder injury
bro, go
really
there
got
with
you.
your knee right now.
The funny thing is, I actually could and I would like happily.
No,
You would
wouldn't.
happen. No, you wouldn't. You're not.
What hurts my knee isn't, huh?
You're not focused.
What hurts my knee isn't
Hey,
jumping.
listen, lock in.
I promise you. I'm
What-
being dead
what hurts
serious.
my knee is like that movement. You know, because it's like
Yeah, and when you jump on the trampoline, that movement can happen.
It can happen, bro.
no, not that movement. That movement.
that can happen.
That can
too.
happen too.
Why am I letting?
And do you know what's
One
even
bad
scarier?
jump, your body weight is just off a little bit. Bang, your
Do you
whole
know-
knee's gone.
Do you know what's even scarier? The little rugrats that run around past you, they do not care. They are cut. Do you know how many times I've nearly been
Kids
hit
make
by
me
these
laugh,
kids?
man.
And they don't care. And then you're there with your little 1.5-year-old or 3-year-old or whatever, and they are cutting past you.
Yeah, fair.
Have you not seen the video that went viral? Some kids on the there's loads of kids on the trampoline, and this one kid falls over, and this is just girl just jumping next to the kid, and they can't get up.
See,
And
now
then
that
someone
would be
has to
fair.
come over and help them up. They don't care.
That would be
Yeah.
fair.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was also trying to think of some of like my worst experiences,
Mm.
and like, I think even just little things like when we used to watch those Nollywood.
I was
movies.
gonna say this Nollywood.
Oh,
Right,
That's where
Nollywood
the-
movies,
wait,
yeah,
that's
that's
where
the
the feral
scare.
snails
Yeah,
came
yeah,
from.
yeah. Oh,
Do you remember that movie, Manny?
No, I don't.
There was one
But-
where like the snails like it would crawl in their body and it would just like assimilate
merge into
their
their
skin. You remember it? Okay, cool. So I'm not dreaming. That's where the feral snails came from. Yes.
Okay, but do you know what? Yeah, you'd be watching a Nigerian movie. Then
Oh my gosh.
fulala. Then you just say, you see something appear in the corner. Bro, I couldn't
dead
sleep that
effects.
whole night.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
yeah.
wait,
They
do you
were
remember
the
this one?
scariest thing.
Birds of the Night.
No, shut up, man.
Do you remember
all that stuff, bro? Oh my
Damn that.
gosh! And they used to sometimes make us watch them in church,
And then they
Oh
used to
my God.
wonder why we didn't want to go to Nigeria as children.
bro. It was so.
You see
scary.
Babalawo
I think
left,
that
right,
was
and
probably
centre.
at the top of my list.
What,
And then
Nollywood
Mum just
movies?
had bare like cassettes and stuff like that and all that.
Yeah, man.
With a
Wow.
weird soundtrack.
Nini.
It's always that high note on the
The
piano
thunder.
followed by the low note. Just like that.
Oh
my
actually
gosh,
too
man.
funny.
Yeah, if you don't have to watch Nollywood movies, count yourself lucky
I
these
haven't
days,
watched
man.
one in ages. Are you guys scared of spiders?
I'm not scared. I don't
don't
like
like
them, but I'm not scared of them.
No. Yeah.
Would you guys do I'm a Celeb?
I was just gonna ask this.
No.
See, we're locked in. This is why we're
Would
like this.
you?
By the way, this
Never.
wasn't planned. This colour thing, it wasn't planned.
Yeah, Jed's
But we're
just
locked
a
in
beg.
today.
No. I made this decision. I was dressed before you.
Okay, but I didn't see you. I've had this one locked in since yesterday. So what now?
Yeah, he ironed the stuff yesterday. to
Yeah,
be fair.
and you heard me confirm that
Yeah, and I saw
because
my
I like to be prepared in the morning. So
So you just didn't iron your stuff.
this
Yeah,
morning.
I
I did.
identified it.
This morning I did. Little,
What did you just say?
no, I'm a celeb. Would
I'm
you
a
do it?
celeb. No.
Yeah,
Why?
Why?
Why would I
Why
do
not?
that?
It's a life experience.
What?
It's
There's
just-
so many life
that's the kind of
experiences that you
thing
can
Yeah,
do.
I mean-
just don't need to do. You don't need to like.
I was in the conversation for it once upon a time, and I just thought,
You on
You
I'm a
would never
Celeb
do
would be hilarious, and best believe I'll be leading the campaigns for you to do the Bush Tucker trial.
Yeah,
no, that's the one. I don't know what's worse.
the thing is, right? Because of how I know you are,
Wait.
you're not gonna do.
Is that
Certain
the eating
challenges.
one, or is it
What?
just they're all just Bush Tucker trials?
All of them are Bush Tucker trials. I think. Am I wrong?
I thought so.
I thought
Okay,
all of them
okay,
are Bush
yeah.
Tucker trials.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
I don't know what's worse, the eating or
And the worst bit is when they see your reaction once, they're gonna be like, yeah,
Loading it.
voted.
you sir, you're doing
Nah,
it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. You can't make me. I'm not doing that. Like, I don't even care about anyone.
Manny,
Damn.
it might be you.
Bro, the tingles that will go through my body. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
I don't know because in my
You
mind
wouldn't
I've
do it.
always said I would never do that.
You wouldn't
no
do
amount
it.
of money.
You wouldn't do it.
And I
If I
thought, like,
put 500
no, do you know what
bags
annoyed
on the
me?
table right now, say, Manny,
If you
I'm
said
gonna
what?
500 bags.
That's not enough money.
No, but it's
to
not.
ever
It's
put
not.
yourself
At
into
that
that.
stage, it's not about the money.
I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think I'll do it for anything.
Half a M.
I think it's
Nah,
the pain
man.
that you go through.
I don't think I'll do it.
How
for
much do they pay you at Crawley, sir?
And I'm skinny as well. And it's the rice and beans, like rice and beans. I like that. You know
That's
what I mean?
probably more than I eat now.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Don't
it's
let
that you're
mum
not
hear that.
eating. You have people that you don't know, but you're having to get to know.
Yeah,
And then you're going in and seeing arachnid after arachnid.
Forget that. What about when they lock you in a box with rats and stuff? Have you
I think
thought
that would
about
be
that?
minor for me.
Huh?
The rats and that.
Yeah, rats aren't that bad. They're
not
not
that bad.
nice, but they're not that bad. Bro,
Sorry.
they run East London.
You're
I see
lo-
them
I
all the
think-
time.
I think it's the
No,
when they
Manny.
pour the thing.
So you're telling me
The
you'd be
maggots.
fine
Yeah,
with being locked in like a casket shaped box
No,
with
God
rats?
forbid.
That's what I'm talking
no,
about.
yeah, but if I just have to stay there and just lay,
No,
What, and then a rat comes and kisses you on your face. Then what you
Claustrophobic will
do?
get you. I don't like rats though.
do you know what? It's, if it's like when it's the cockroaches and the maggots and those, or when they put them green ants and stuff, and you say,
It's just the snakes. Really, it's just the snakes, man.
Nah,
I've had a
it's
snake on
everything.
me before
It's
though.
everything.
I've
had
had a
the
snake before as
whole
well,
one.
but still.
But do you when you go in there? Do
I
you
don't
think there's
know.
a guarantee they don't touch you?
What, the snakes?
Because didn't someone get bitten one time? Or was
Bro,
that?
this is what I'm saying. I don't know what's gonna go through the snake's mind. You know, it'd be like, you know what? I'm tired. This is my 7th one. They're not paying me enough. Nyam.
I
You
don't know.
never know. You can't
Say something
predict an
so out of
animal.
pocket.
It's more so the fear of the unpredictability of the animal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the less I'm familiar with an animal,
But what about just the experience of, because you know what? I've always said I'd never do it. The mum said, you'll be the first one out of there. I said, oh, okay. So my family think that I'm weak.
It's not about being weak.
yes.
Nah.
Got something here.
I was
Yes.
like, what? Put the offer on the table. I'll show you.
So how much?
And then I saw the first challenge for them having to drink something and go in a helicopter. I was like, I don't know about that.
I don't even know if you're doing the
helicopter.
skydive. I don't even
I'm
know if you're doing the
done.
skydive.
Helicopter.
Skydive?
Why?
Without my shoulder, I'll do the sky. I've always wanted skydive. We've been here.
Yeah, but you have your shoulder, so
Yeah, but if they hold it down, then I could just
and you skydive.
look like Popeye. A skydive one's like this.
Would you
Up
get in
and
a
down.
helicopter?
I don't
Who's
think I
driving?
would. Huh?
Who's flying?
You.
An experienced pilot is flying the
Yeah.
helicopter.
God will
But it's just you and
bless
him.
me, cover me.
Nah, man. Helicopters, no.
Oh, we're getting planes.
Hmm?
We drive in London.
Yes. But I'm also on the ground.
Okay, I got you.
It's true.
It was just out of curiosity.
Like there's
Okay,
a difference between crashing from how many thousand feet and
here's the question: if you were to do any game show, what would it be?
100% club.
I think
Quiz.
that would be really good. You hate that. Every time we send stuff in the family chat, you just, oh, you guys are such nerds.
I'll go on the chase as well. I like
I was
the
gonna
chase.
say the chase.
I
I
get
think
right
the
to
chase
the
would
end
be
of
the
my
best one.
day, and you guys are sending in equations into the family chat after I had a long.
First of
day.
all, it's just a challenge. It's literally meant to take you 30 seconds.
I
mate.
we're not-
Also, it's not compulsory, it's optional.
yeah.
So you can
And
scroll
I
past.
take
You
that
actually-
option.
Okay, so what are you
Take that
complaining
option.
for?
I'm just like because it just rattles.
Because
my
you
brain.
don't take the option. You actually try it and then you take the
Nah,
option.
You know what
got
it is,
me.
yeah? In my mind, when I come to this discussion, I'm always thinking like, oh, if we were to go on a game show with a family, who would I take? I'm always thinking of the chase.
Would you do?
That's
gladiators?
why I say I wouldn't take you.
Gladiators.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Gladiators doesn't excite me anymore.
Total wipeout.
Total Wipeout.
You've
I've
done
always
that,
wanted
no?
to do Total Wipeout.
We did the one in the Netherlands. That was
Oh.
cool.
Was it actually surrounded by water and stuff?
bleh, murky water, bro. You don't want to drink that. I definitely caught something from that. To the point where, oh no, that was a different place. No.
Nah.
Total Wipeout was.
Total wipeout.
Total Wipeout.
It's the
was-
Looks
falling into
more
the water.
fun than it is.
Yeah.
The falling into the water is not as pleasant as it looks. I'll say that.
And I'm not a swimmer like that, so
But why not? So I went to one in Lakeside, but it was like a smaller version above like inflatables. Why not just do it like that for a bigger version?
What?
Like have just like inflatables.
was there water?
No, there was no water. It was like inflatables.
It's not good TV.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like
no Jeopardy.
no, not for TV. I mean just
No, but
people actually try it.
we're talking about
because I
TV.
enjoyed it. But if it was higher, then
Do you remember 50-50?
yeah.
50-50.
What was that other one? Jungle Run.
I used to love
50-50
Jungle.
jungle.
I used-
Was 50-50 the one where you gunned your parents? What's the one where you gunned your parents?
No, 50-50 was the blue and yellow one.
The blue and yellow.
What's
like
the one where
pill-
you
the pill
gunned your
shaped thing, innit?
parents?
I
don't
can't
know.
remember. I
Oh
can't
my
remember.
gosh,
Like
I need to
Dick and
find
Dom?
out. No. It was
Sounds
one
like-
of them game shows, and
sounds
at the
like
end
Harry
you get
Hill
to
or
gun your parents. I'm gonna find out.
I remember like watching Jungle Run.
Jungle Run. I
and,
always wanted
like
to do.
hoping that I would one day get the chance and win a game.
So you
Jungle
could
Run.
get like the ruby monkey or
Collecting the
something.
ruby
Yeah.
monkey. Hey! Doing all the little jigsaw
Do they,
puzzles.
do they have that stuff for kids these days or not? What's
I
the
don't
game?
know.
What's
I
the
always wanted to
shows?
do Jungle Run and Trapped. Trapped.
You're
I used to think was
trapped.
Amazing.
I
What?
remember
Especially
that.
because back then it used to be like, oh,
Slide it out
them
the
kids
thing.
are
Get your
stuck in
own
a
back.
thing.
Get your own back. I remember that.
Yeah.
Prank Patrol was cool. You've been
Patrol,
pranked by the Prank Patrol.
Ah.
What was the one that Rio Ferdinand used to do?
Hmm?
Rio Ferdinand when he used to prank the footballers.
Oh, that was punked.
Punked.
Oh.
That was fun. That was good.
Do you think something like that can't work these days because everyone knows everything's been filmed at some point?
It can work still.
Some people are really good at it.
Toast played a prank on me.
Hey? Oh, the lift one.
Oh my
Wait,
god,
We actually didn't know.
bro! I didn't know,
What happened?
bro. Do you know how this is crazy as well? Be your own. He played a prank on me for a brand deal,
And
I
kept
can't remember.
all the money.
bro. I can't remember. Nah, I think you slid me a few G's for the trauma.
It was Lego. It was a Lego brand deal, and we set up like a fake lift.
You
And
told
then
me I was coming,
pretended-
turning up to a shoot or something.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about
And I
this.
turn up, the lift's all shaking
How
and
long
that.
ago was
Bro,
this?
that's one of my biggest fears, being stuck in the lift.
6 years maybe.
Oh wait, Did we see this like on YouTube or something?
Yeah, I put on you. No, it was they used it as an advert before.
Yeah, and people were messaging me like, "I saw you in the."
They used it as an advert before Simpsons.
I feel like I've seen this. This one now you're saying it's
Bro,
6
it was
years ago, it's starting
nasty.
to
What
ring
I
a bell.
turned up thinking, yeah, I'm doing a shoot with Toes today. Yeah, what's up? They're filming me as I'm coming in. I'd say, yeah, like we're just gonna do a little bit of a shoot. I turn up, the list all goes. I said, what's this?
I need to find your
Sorry,
reaction.
that's a
Too
fair being
funny.
stuck in a lift.
Being stuck.
Do you know what? I'm actually not scared of it.
Nah, do you know what it is? Because I've watched
No,
too
mine is
many
the
like,
lift drop
movies
The
and
lift
stuff.
drop, yeah. See, lift drop is
That's
different.
why though.
Bloody
Being
If you're
stuck in a lift.
lift and it's like you're
depends what lift it
suspended.
is.
No, but how
and you
long
can throw-
for?
Do you remember that lift in Hackney?
That's what I'm saying. If you're talking about the one, if you're talking about the Frampton Park Estate lift, then I understand the fear of being stuck. That thing that stunk of piss.
Yeah, no.
I understand that fear. But there's some nice lifts where I could just sit there and, just, honestly, I have a break from society.
No, but
hear
I've
that.
watched
No
too many
phone.
movies where like the lift gets stuck, and then it's like, because it's an action movie, they're trying to like get them out quick, and then next thing you know, the lift is.
I haven't
like,
seen one
cables are
movie
snapping.
where that happened.
What?
All
Where they're
sorts-
trying to
all
get
sorts
out.
of
I
movies.
swear it happened in Spider-Man as
It
well.
happens in all sorts of films like that. Like you'll see it in something. It did happen in Spider-Man.
Aye,
What, the
come
new one? Not like the Tom Holland one.
The one with Zendaya.
Yeah. Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So
Question. I've always got a question. Sorry, guys. If we were in like a movie or a horror movie or something, who would die first?
are you saying in one?
Yeah, who would die first?
I mean, who's the slowest? It sounds like that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
I can't lie. We're not gonna do that. Because, hey, you know, when
Yikes.
I'm scared,
You
of
can't
something,
run with that shoulder, mate. You're running like this.
I can be.
Yikes.
You be running like this.
I think it'll be Jed.
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think probably me,
No, I think it'll be Jed.
I think I'll stop caring. Do you know what? Forget it. Honestly, just get it over with.
I think
Jed will be
comes
busy
down
doing
to-
kick-ups or
No,
something.
it'll come down to whoever's the slowest or whoever's the most curious.
No, but I'm
And
evasive.
I'm neither of
So I'm
those two
saying
things.
Manny will want to survive the most, I
Yeah.
think.
I don't want to die.
Manny will fight. Like,
Yeah, but then if we all start running,
it's
then
not
like-
about running,
It's not
Jed.
about
It's not
that,
about
bro. I'll
running.
climb with it.
Nah, but in terms
Sometimes
of,
there's a
think
combat scenario where
curious.
you've got to
you're more curious than we are.
curious for why.
Storm chasing.
There you
Nah,
go.
that's a natural phenomenon. You get me?
Yeah, but it's like
But
who's more likely to go
If there's
downstairs the lights
someone
off?
round the corner with a blade doing just banging on the wall, I'm not gonna go check that
I
out.
am
Of course,
cutting.
I don't think any of us are.
Do you know?
Okay, so why does curiosity
Ooh.
come into it?
Do you know what? Do you know why I don't watch horror movies as well? Oh, what was it? The Conjuring. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing was, that Valuka or whatever. Oh my. I watched that. I went to bed and I had the nastiest sleep paralysis ever.
I've never had that. They
It
say
wa-
when you
you've
say
never
this-
had it?
Yeah, no. God forbid.
I've
You
not
have
had it.
sleep
Nah,
paralysis?
If people are listening to this before bed, pause now and skip 10 seconds.
Just say your prayers before you go to sleep. Manny
Yeah.
forgot to say his prayers that night, and
Bro,
there you go.
I don't know, but they say it's like the presence of demons in the room or something.
Astaghfirullah.
Yeah. But like literally, they say it tends to happen as well if you lay on your back. So they can like press you down sort of thing. I know that sounds so crazy.
Yeah, too much Nollywood for this one here.
Yeah. But hey, Valika was
snails.
hissing in the doorway at me.
What?
It was hissing in the doorway going,
I thought you said kissing in the doorway. I was
Nah,
like,
What, in your
what?
sleep paralysis?
in my sleep paralysis, that's the last time I watched a horror movie. And that's why I stopped playing scary games as well, because I used to play like Evil Within for a bit of fun.
That's why that was downloaded.
Yeah, and do you know what as well? I've had it to the point where sometimes like I know the layout of my house or something, so the exit to my room will be right in front of me, but in the sleep paralysis is like the exit to my room's to the left, and everything's just so trippy, and I can feel myself being restricted. And
But you know how to get out of it, right?
yeah, I say
How?
Jesus. I say Jesus,
E-S-U-S.
and then sometimes you're like,
Remember that song?
and you can't like get out. It's crazy.
Nah, yeah, man. I've
They
never,
say
never had
people
that.
for people to focus on like one thing, like wiggling your toes.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and when
I've
you
heard.
do that, then all of a sudden your body starts to.
Oh, it's the worst thing. I hope if you haven't experienced it, you don't experience it. But sleep paralysis is
So you don't
crazy.
watch horror movies. You don't watch horror movies.
yeah.
Horror movies I find boring.
Okay, so we're on the same page. I don't actually think
They don't entertain me.
they're not.
Well, because you know something bad's meant
the
to happen.
story-
One
not
horror
good.
thing that I watched that I thought was really sick was this. I think it's like a 12-part series or 10-part series called The Haunting of Hill House.
No.
I think
Have
I
you
know
seen
what
it?
you're
Have you
talking
seen it? Anyone
I
seen
know
it?
what
I think
I
that's
won't
too
watch
much
it.
now.
It's so sick.
No,
Very sick.
Not watched it.
Got me one jump scare. Got me. I never get jump scared. There was one jump scare that I was like, do you know what? Fair play.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
See, I don't like this question because
don't have a
how
problem with
can you actually quantify this? How?
There's a good.
When
few.
people ask favorites, it's like
What about like El Dorado? They
Oh,
gave
the
me
Road to
loaded
El Dorado.
dice.
That is
you watched that like
that
2 million
movie.
times.
What?
Gave me
Julio,
loaded
that hit.
dice.
I talked about that on stream the other day as
El
well.
Dorado.
Do people even know about that movie?
It's on Disney, I think.
No, it's not on Disney.
It is.
Manny,
Altivo!
it's not on Disney.
Bro, don't keep talking.
Manny, it's not on Disney.
When did you check?
Manny, it's not on Disney.
When did you check?
That is a DreamWorks movie.
It's not on Disney. It's on Netflix. One of them. Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
Oh,
Netflix.
Netflix. Alright, cool.
Look.
Then, all right,
Don't-
cool.
don't-
I concede.
Cool.
Lo siento.
Jed
Nah.
watched The Road to El Dorado
Do you know what?
and Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove, I used to watch
all
they
about
were
it.
locked in with that
He
one.
must have watched them 1,000 times each.
I've-
He would
I've watched
fall
them a lot.
asleep to them.
I'll
You know
still
what?
watch El Dorado today.
Film I would watch over and over again.
What?
Either of the Grown Ups or Happy Gilmore.
Grown Ups is so funny.
Happy
Happy Gilmore
Gilmore.
I've watched a few times. I like Click. You know, Click, the one with the
Click,
remote.
yeah. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, I watch
Dodgeball's
here,
always
Dodgeball's
every
good.
once in a while.
A
I
lot
watch
of
it.
it.
Anything with Adam Sandler. I could
Mean
watch.
Girls.
Mean Girls
yeah.
is
Mean
funny.
Girls
Yeah.
I can watch over and over
White
again.
Chick.
Your
It's
mom's
funny.
chest here.
White Chicks is good. I didn't have a favorite.
Only
There's
the
too
mirror.
many good movies. I love B movie as well.
B movie.
Do you know what? I think
Good.
when it comes to like picking favorite movies and
You
stuff,
can't pick a favorite.
and the ones
bro.
that you can watch over and over again, I go for the ones where you can like there's just lines that live in my head.
Quotables. 21 Jump
Quotable.
Street.
I've not watched that.
What?
Have you watched
I've not
Bad
watched that.
Neighbors?
I've watched
Yeah, I
Bad
watched Bad
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Bad Neighbors.
good.
Bad
And
Neighbors
Bad
is quite
Neighbors
funny.
2 was probably like the last good comedy. They don't do good comedies
think?
anymore. Yeah. If you think about it,
I'm trying to think of like
there's not many good comedies
comedy
at all.
movies that I've watched now.
Filmmakers, I'm just
Comedies used to
putting
be
this out
so
there.
sick.
They used to
But
be
is that
so
just our
good.
perception of films
No.
changing?
No,
Or
I
is
promise
it-
you.
Do you
Go
know
Have we just heard all the
but
jokes? Is it
jokes
just-
changed. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
jokes are a bit more
Nah,
like
but I'm saying like there used to be like, say for example, any film with like Chris Rock in it, you know you're guaranteed
Death
to
at the
laugh.
Funeral. Oh my
Yeah, or-
gosh,
Kevin Hart, even the ones with Kevin
No,
Hart.
but people
now
don't
sometimes-
like the Kevin Hart films.
people don't like.
I always like the Kevin Hart.
I think
films.
Kevin Hart's funny.
I like Kevin Hart.
What
I
was
think it's hilarious.
Do you remember when we went to go and see him?
I saw him the other day as well at Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah,
There's
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man
2.
is good.
Yeah, those like they don't do movies like that no more, and it could just be age.
Man. Yeah, but do you know?
What
I feel like
comedies
you're not
do they
really going
release
to the cinema
nowadays?
to watch like
They don't- they
comedy
don't.
movies anymore.
Yeah, but
as well.
that's what I'm saying. I used to be able to do that.
That whole industry is dying though.
Cinema.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
of
the
course.
thing.
The
Yeah,
box
Yeah,
office
you're
is
right
dying.
because I
is.
did actually look to go cinema the other day, and there's nothing
There's
I
not
wanted
really
to watch.
anything, and I can't. I feel like I can't go to the cinema. I went to go and watch
I
Thunderbolts.
think
the
Marvel's
other
been
day.
carrying it for years now.
Yeah, but Marvel right now, people are telling me that Thunderbolts movie was really good. I'm sorry, I just can't see it.
You know,
No,
what?
but
can't
wait.
see.
Let's
One of the worst movies I've
let's
watched
go back
before.
because that industry is actually really dying.
I don't know.
Wait, which
I
what?
don't know which one. It was like, was it Thor?
Thought the last one,
The one
the
that was
fourth
like,
one,
the one that was like meant to be a bit funny, and it was so
when he was in
bad.
space and that, and like you got like Zeus and stuff like that.
I can't.
I haven't seen
remember,
that.
but it was terrible.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
I think it was that one.
Terrible,
No.
terrible movie. Oh my god.
Yuck!
That-
Sorry, I'm so sorry to cuss it
Nah.
out.
But you were saying, you said
That industry is
dying.
actually like, as a kid, people will go cinema every week.
Every week, yes.
And even when a movie was released, the hype that you used to get for it was
Bro.
huge. I don't feel like you get that hype anymore at all.
I feel like it's because the way movies are being set up now. It's like, I feel like it's just with anything. It's about like, okay, just try and make a lot of money from it. And does
Yeah,
that
but
make
how
sense?
do you make a lot of money? Box office.
The thing is, they're still making a lot of money. They're even making more than they used to.
I see a lot
for
of films
something.
making losses.
But
Yeah.
it's like, because, and this is why I'm saying about Avatar 2, everyone loved that movie and everyone was just like, wow. one of my-
Avatar 2 or Avatar?
No, Avatar 2. Everyone loved it because for starters, we waited so long for the second one. And then the cinematics were amazing. Everything was bright, colourful. It just looked nice. But if you look at the plot for that movie, and I don't want to spoil anything for you unless you've.
I'm not
going to
watch it.
The plot for that movie. You've not watched it either.
Flip about watching
Guys,
3 hours of
no,
Avatar
no,
for.
please, when you get the chance, sit down and watch it and just tell me your
Just
thoughts,
told me
because
it's rubbish. Why am I gonna
they've
watch it?
literally, for me, because people are saying it's a 10 out of 10. One of my friends said it's the best movie they've seen. They gave you the exact same plot as they did in the first one.
And
I
they
will
do that
never
with
forgive.
FC 25 every year. So
And
why
that's
do you
why the
care?
games are getting worse, in my opinion. But no, because we've waited, what would it have been, like 15 odd years or 14 years or whatever for the new Avatar? Or maybe it was 12 at the time. I can't remember when it came out. And you've given me the same movie. When I say same plot, I mean right down to the fact that they've used the exact same villain.
So let's talk about good movies then.
Sorry, that one's just really close to my heart.
I don't think we're
Really
getting
close.
anywhere with the movie thing.
Interstellar.
I don't know
I've
what
not
that
watched
is.
it, but on that note, who scored it? Hans Zimmer.
Yes.
I feel like any movie he scores is amazing.
You don't understand how important a soundtrack to a movie
Yeah,
is.
man. Dark Knight.
Soundtrack to a movie can
Dark
carry
Knight
it.
was flipping
All right,
hard.
wait. What was the last Batman film?
Dark
The
Knight
one with,
Rises.
what's the
the one that
you
was-
mean, with,
Whatever one was 3 hours long for no reason that should have been a two-part.
the one with my man
Thank
from
you.
Twilight?
Thank you.
I watched 2 different films in the
What's the
thing
guy
to
from
the point
Twilight
where I
called?
fell
I've
asleep,
been
then woke
saying
up
this.
and felt like I was watching a new
I've been
film.
saying this.
What's the
This
guy
is
from
just the
Twilight
Batman.
called?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone's names.
No, yeah, that was
so
a
was it
two-part
bad?
movie. It wasn't.
It's not a bad film.
movie.
It was 2 movies. They literally glued 2 movies
Thank
together.
you.
You could have
Oh
had
my
double the
gosh.
box office
I
if
don't
you just
understand
split
how
that in
much
half
relief this
and
gives
did
me.
2 parts.
2 parts.
I was watching 3 hours for no reason.
It's a good movie, but this is why I didn't
No,
like it. Because
it's 2 good movies, Jed.
Did you guys like Suicide Squad? Not the one with John Cena.
It was alright.
It's not memorable. I can't
It was
remember
alright.
anything from it.
The thing is, I
Suicide
really
Squad,
like these
that.
superhero movies.
I like
but
the
when
light-hearted
they're not
ones.
like, I don't know.
I like movies that make me think a little bit.
Yes, like
Well,
Inception.
like Inception.
I like I like movies that I can't predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I've never watched?
We watch movies for
Focus
the
is
same
good.
reason.
Will
Will
Smith
and
Margot
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Is that a series or a movie?
That's a movie. Uncut Gems is the most uncomfortable
watched
watch
that.
that you'll ever have.
But it
in
looks
your
like it's
life.
really good.
The most uncomfortable watch.
I
And
don't
that's
know.
why Sinners was enjoyable, because I didn't know how Sinners was going to end.
I
Okay.
just don't think I have the patience. I think I'm more of a TV series.
Watch
person.
Uncut Gems and tell me how you feel afterwards. You'll want to slap me.
This is
but
why
just watch it. You too. Anyone
I'll
here
watch
seen
it.
Uncut Gems?
I'll watch it.
Right? Uncomfortable watch. For why?
See, I feel like this
Like
is
it's not a
this is where it is.
scary film. It's not like a gory film per se. It's just, but it's an uncomfortable.
You just
watch.
don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. I
Like
feel like
that.
that's why I like to watch movies as well. That's why my favorite movie that's come out in the last decade was Infinity War. I think Infinity War was better than
Sky
Endgame.
and Marvel, man.
No,
Marvel.
the reason
Move
why
away
I'm saying
from
it is
Marvel,
because
bro. I like Marvel
for the
too, but
for the
chill
first
out.
time I watched a movie in the cinema and it ended in a way that I didn't expect, and I was like, damn. Because everyone's iced and now they need to figure this out. Endgame was nostalgia, it was nice, but that's why when you watch a movie, if you don't know what's gonna happen, there was one I watched the other day, I can't remember it now. But if you don't know what's gonna happen, it's so much better than watching something. That's why I hate horror movies.
Too many films.
Because you know they're gonna jump scare you, and you know exactly when, the main character's turning around slowly.
Or when they open the fridge and then they shut the fridge and someone's there. Sure.
yeah, stuff like that. So when it's predictable, it doesn't hit in any type of way. But when it's something that you just don't know what's gonna happen, that's what makes it enjoyable.
I'm not a movie person. I think series. Greatest series.
Are you watching Mobland?
Here we go.
No. Greatest
I know
series
what
of
you're
all
gonna say.
time.
Should I say it
You know
for
what
you?
greatest series of all time is?
24.
24 is the
24,
greatest
Jack
series of
Bauer.
all time.
Never watched it.
Never watched it still.
I promise you, get through the first 2 seasons because it looks a bit old. Once you get through that,
24 is better than Prison Break.
yes. 24 is better than Prison Break.
You're saying that's the greatest series you've ever watched?
Greatest series of all time. I've never had a series where something has happened, especially at the start of the season, and I've screamed. Something that you think is impossible to happen, and I've screamed.
You're screaming.
That
think you're
power
just
first 5 seasons.
I think you're just emotionally invested.
No,
I didn't. You know,
bro, I
I
got mum hooked on it. I was walking into.
Yeah, mum loves that. Mum
I'll go into the house.
always ask me.
Call mum at 11 p.m. What are you doing, mum? She's
Mum
watching
is there
24.
3 a.m. Watch. She's like, I'm just watching Jack Bauer.
Do you know what's so bad? Right? It's not even like mum sits down to watch stuff very
I bought her the
often.
box set.
But then every once in a while, when she has time, and you get her hooked on something like that, she'll watch it.
Locked in.
I went to bed, woke up, and I can't remember where I was going the next morning. It might have been church or something. Went to go and say bye. I see mum, she's just smiling. She said, I've been up all night. I'm watching 24/7. Nah, this is not real.
How
was your
good must something be for your mum to get hooked watching it? Deep it. I'm just saying that for anyone who's not watched 24. 24, Game of Thrones
Game of Thrones was really
first
good.
7 seasons.
Game of Thrones was really good.
Watch Mobland. Have you watched Gangs of London?
No.
Nah,
Okay.
I've not watched it.
Mobland's, to me, better than Gangs of London.
Okay. One more thing.
One more. What you got?
One more.
Sorry, did you guys like Money Heist?
I haven't
Money
watched
Heist
it.
was good. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella
You've not
ciao,
watched
ciao,
Money Heist?
ciao.
Casa de Papel.
You would love it.
See,
He would
What's
really
Casa
like
de
it.
Papel mean?
house full of paper.
House of paper.
House of
House of
paper.
paper.
Something like
Paper
You would
house.
actually really, really like it because it's something that makes you think as well. And for me, the main character is like Pep Guardiola. I'll be real.
Have you watched Griselda?
I haven't.
that.
Griselda's
No,
good.
is it good?
That was good. I enjoyed that.
I've watched
Stranger Things.
no.
Stranger Things, I'm not going to lie, was overhyped. I watched it and I enjoyed it, but overhyped.
Yeah, but see, this is why for
But
me,
it may be
you
because
ha-
I don't
you have
like
to watch
horrors.
something, like when people don't hype it. So the only reason
That's what I did though.
Oh, is it?
That's what I did, but I still knew about the hype. So I enjoyed watching it.
Because I think Stranger Things was amazing. I'm waiting for the next season.
There's something that was bugging me. There's things that feel illegal that shouldn't be illegal.
But they feel illegal. If they
But it
feel,
shouldn't be. No, it feels illegal. Example, you go to a restaurant, you sit down, waiter comes across, gives you a cutlery or something, they forget something. You tell them that they've forgotten it, they come back, they've still forgotten it. So it feels illegal to them, it feels wrong, or you feel like you're pressuring them when you ask again.
illegal is a strong word for that.
No, but I'm saying as in like things that, when
you say things that feel illegal that aren't
let me not say
illegal,
illegal, like things that feel
when you
feel
say
wrong.
things that feel illegal that aren't illegal, I'm thinking just
I thought you were
flying
talking
into
about-
any kind of airport security in America because I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm just existing.
Okay, I'm not going that deep. I'm things that feel wrong, like sometimes where it feels like you have the right to speak and say that, yeah, like this is wrong, but it feels wrong to do it.
Okay, give me another example.
Ooh.
So you're saying something like when you're speaking to someone and you notice they have something on their face or something, and you're just like, you want to tell them, but it feels awkward to tell them in that moment because they're in the middle of like.
Nah, that's not right. That's not the same comparison, mate.
I don't know if that's what. That's basically the same as.
He's saying something where like you're in the right to do it,
I
but
mean, you
it
aren't in
feels
the
like
right to
you
tell someone
doing
they
it
have
too
something on
much.
their
You're
face.
doing,
Even just asking for ketchup at a drive-through, it feels like you're like, can I have some ketchup? They're like,
This just tells me you're going. This just tells me you're getting too many drive.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's just little things.
Hey, lay off the fast food.
You know what I'm talking about? There's little things that like.
do you know what, guys? Do you know what? Manny's raised that issue. Why don't you let us know some things that feel illegal that aren't illegal?
Or wrong that aren't wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever he said.
I'll think for a bit and then I'll come back to you with some proper answers. 'Cause
Right.
I don't think I
Even
understood
just
the
saying, boss
question.
man, can you turn off the aircon?
Is this in the cab?
Yeah.
Yeah, illegal was a strong word.
No, but it feels wrong. Like you feel like you're doing something.
Bro,
like,
you're the
mad.
customer. Like,
No, but
if you're
I mean,
cold, you're cold, bro.
or like they hear you cough one time and they're like, oh,
Guys, let us know in the comments.
window down, and you're like, boss man,
Guys,
put the
let
window
us
up.
know in the comments things that feel illegal that aren't illegal, or things that feel wrong that aren't wrong.
You guys know what I mean?
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Family Ties. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, Family Ties Show. You get behind the scenes, you get extra bits that you don't see on the podcast. Make sure you leave your comments below and let us know what you want to see, topics, challenges, forfeits, questions. Just hit us with your best ideas.
Espanol.
And if you're listening, don't forget to leave us a 5-star review so we can climb the ratings on Spotify.
Nice.
Way.
Bien.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.